I have another review, but before that, of course you saw the new intro. I like it, it's not the best, especially the beginning part, or where you have my Tessera name. For some reason the video was really laggy, and I already filmed that like 3 times, which took me over an hour, so I'm not gonna make it again. This is good enough. The rest of it's pretty okay. The song that I actually used is from Tessera's Nerf room. He actually made that song. It's the main channel theme, although he doesn't use it for his intro anymore, but I do think he uses it in his videos. Although you should definitely go check out that song. I will probably link it in the description or the comments. Now today I'm reviewing the Motoblitz. Why am I reviewing the Motoblitz again? Well, most of these blasters are actually reviewing the 3rd time. Yeah, but I fixed it, I soldered the wires and I did some mods. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, let's get into it. The Motoblitz is a 2023 release, if I'm correct, and it is a battery-powered flywheel bullpup mag-fed blaster that has a masterkey or an underbarrel shotgun. Yeah, this is a shotgun. Anyways, at the start, it does not have an end-stock barrel lock, although you can't really have an end-stock barrel lock on it because of the undermounted shotgun. At the top we have this scope, which is a bit too low. I can fortunately use it, although it's not comfy like that. But yeah, it's too low. Fortunately, there is a rail on the top, but it's too high for most attachments, so it ends up looking kind of funny. There is a rail down here, and a rail on the other side. Now, there is the battery door on this side, which you just unscrew a screw and you put 4 AA's inside. I have rechargeables inside. I do not see a big difference between non-rechargeables and rechargeables, and these last longer and they don't lose voltage as much. This screw right here is not the original screw. The original screw got stripped like after 6 openings, so yeah, I just have another screw on there. The grip is pretty comfy. It is a really comfortable grip. It's super comfy, even though this is a Tamco stock grip. There is still pretty much space, but if you don't like Tamco stocks, you're not gonna like this one. But I freaking love it, and for some reason I love Tamco stocks. So yeah, this one is pretty good. Pretty good grip. Now you also have a rev trigger over here, which I modified the blaster so that I can rev it without putting in the mag. Also, the main trigger, I modified it so I can pull the trigger. Basically what you do, there is a sensor over here which you can just flip around and it's automatically pressed so you can rev. And there is a catch which makes it so that you cannot pull the trigger, which you can just pull out. There is a bit of hot glue on it. I just pulled it off, pull everything off, and yeah. Now I can pull the trigger without putting in the mag in. Now, down to the bottom, we have this master key, which is a pump grip, which feels pretty good, and it does have a backstop. The only problem, it's super creaky. This back, or the blue part, the motor part is pretty good, but the white piece or the blitz part of the blaster is pretty low quality. The plastic is sturdy, but it does not feel great nor it sounds great. Listen to this. That does not sound good, and what you have to do for shooting it, you have to pump it up 10 times. or 8. After you do that, you can press one of these big 2 buttons on the side or both, and you fire 1, 2, 3, 4 or 6 darts, or 5 or 6 darts. You can put any amount of them, it will fluctuate the performance, and the performance of all of these barrels are pretty much the same. I have modified it. I plug all the holes on the release holes, because it usually does have a release hole, or multiple, so that it does not explode. If you close them down, and if you're not a total dumbass, you can just pump it up many more times and get much higher performance. Although if you do go to pump it so many times that it explodes, it probably gets so hard that you will not be able to explode it. But again, there is a small problem. I think I did pump it a bit too much, or something happened, and now mine does not hold air that well. Basically what I do when I do use it, which is very rare, I go around, I shoot, and every little time I'll just pump it. It works pretty well when I do that. It's not that great to have to do that, but it works. And what I'm hearing right now is, I'm pretty sure there is still a little bit tiny nugget of solder left in my blaster, even though I just opened it to clear it up. No, I'm just pretty sure it's just one of the locks. Okay, it's alright. I'll probably still open it up. Anyway, now down to the back, or the magazine. Yeah, I just stand the mag valve for a bullpup. It isn't slanted, or it isn't angled or whatever. Totally forgot the word. Anyways, it does have this nice pedal mag release, so it is really nice to reload it. One thing I did mod is, usually when you put your hand in between the bag and the part of the thumbhole stalk, it's a bit tight. For me, not that much, although it was uncomfy, and for people with thicker fingers that is gonna be a problem. Now what I just did is I sanded it up to the point where it's just a bit less thick, and it is actually a bit smoother, so it's much easier to pull out mags. It is a decent mod, and it does not take up much time or anything to do that. Now, this is a bullpup, so you shoot from the back, and the mag, the grip and the firing mechanism and everything is at the front. Now, effectively, this blaster is this big. Yeah, you could probably cut it up like to this portion, cut off all of this top, maybe leave out this, and you have a functioning blaster. That's basically the Raven. Now, what would I like more? Yeah, I would probably like it to be that big, or for it to be big, all of these blue parts, to leave out all of these white parts. I would probably like that more. Yeah, that is a bit unfortunate. I would like to use that. One thing they could have done is they could have made this white attachment a clip-on thing. You like have clips or switches which you can just switch off and take it off, and then put it back on, put those on, and have it on. That probably wouldn't be as sturdy, and it would probably be more expensive, but I would have liked it more. I would really like this blaster if it did not have the white piece, although it is a pretty nice feature for the $35. Now, I did pay $34 for this blaster, but the price you can find nowadays in Croatia is $50. So yeah, I told you a lot of stuff, but before we go to the firing range, we have to talk about some more things. Before, we have the jam door, which you can clear out jams, blah blah blah. It is not that useful. I mainly just open up the magazine, or rarely if I want to see what is happening inside, I just open it up. Yeah, it's gem doors are not usually that useful. Now, the plastic quality. As I said, the blue parts are pretty high quality. The white part, high quality, but are very creaky. I don't like that. Now this blaster has a fuck ton of screws and no clips, so you can open it up and close it up very easily. So it's pretty decent. Now the looks are pretty great. Look at just the blue part is pretty great. The white part is a bit dumb looking, but it honestly, when you look at the blaster as a whole, it looks pretty dang cool. And in my intro, you had the Senator Fire, the Motoblitz, and the Double Punch. Because honestly, out of all of my blasters, those are probably the best. I do like the Warden, I do like the Mediator, but they both have problems, and the Eagle Point, which I do like, has fucking problems that I cannot fix, and I cannot determine what's happening besides slippage. There is a video. I didn't explain it too much, but there is a video, and it's in this format, so I'll probably not film it again, unless it's like a year later, or I'm just not having much stuff and you want me to review it again. I don't know, I'll probably get a mic. That's probably gonna be another reason why I should refilm videos. Yeah, I really have to get more blasters. Anyways, I think we should go down to the firing test and test this blaster out. Yeah, I should probably do that. Let's go. Okay, this totally didn't take 2 tries. Anyways, I'll shoot 1 mag of Elite 2.0 darts, the banana mag, which came with the blaster. That will be last. And before that, I'll shoot 2 mags of actual full-head darts, 1 faster, 1 slower. Then I'll shoot the shotgun, and I hope that goes well. Okay, so you saw that the Motoblitz has basically standard performance, and one thing is the shotgun shot really hard. That's because I just modded it, but yeah, it shoots really hard. Usually doesn't shoot that hard, in the 40s to 60s. Right now I might be speculating, but Pro shoots 100. Anyways, one problem you did see, and this was a problem before I modded it, and before it went kaboom or got apart, whatever. It has a tendency to fart out darts, and not when you fire it, but when you start pumping it. That is a problem. But in any case, if there was an enemy and I was starting to pump, I would probably shoot them before I even shot. Anyways, yeah, that is not the greatest, but these blasters are all good. Now, what are the reasons you should buy it? First one is the price of 30 bucks. Now, I did tell you that it's 50 over here, but let's be honest, who cares? Most of you are from the United States. So, if you see this thing on the shelf in the store, on the shelves or online, and you have the money for it, yeah, go buy it. It's a really good bullpup. You can mod it, and it looks great. It's not expensive. The only things I don't like about it are honestly the bullpup thing, which is basically not for me, and yeah, that is the only thing that is not for me. Now, should you buy it? Yeah, of Of course, I just told you that you should buy it. There is no reason you shouldn't buy it unless you for some reason hate bullpups, hate temple stocks, or hate master keys, which I don't hate the master key. I would just like for it to be removable or for it to not be there and just make the blaster cheaper. But this is a great thing and an innovative thing for Nerf. And I hope they still make elite blasters. Anyways, this is a pretty good video. Not really. It was a horrible video. There will be another video coming out after this one. This will either be the Mediator versus the Motoblitz Mark II, the Echo versus Mark II, or I'll make a review on a Jolt or the Stinger, whatever you want more. If anybody says any one of those things I just said, I'll do that one first. If they do not, then I'll choose on my own. Anyways, my name is Nick C, and bye bye.